Hello, everybody. Welcome to Intermediate Accounting 17th edition video solution walkthrough. This is for exercise 22-2. Textbook authors are Don Kiso, Jerry Weingett, and Terry Warfield. The question used in this presentation is copyright 2019 by John Wiley and Sons. All rights are reserved. This is for educational purposes only. The video may not be distributed or redistributed without the express permission of Wiley. The solution presentation is copyright 2019 and 2022 by Bennett Tchaikovsky. All rights are reserved. The opinions contained within this presentation are those of Bennett Tchaikovsky and not the authors of the textbook or of Wiley. Okay, so let's kind of go over here and just give me a moment. Okay, so Holderweb began operations on January 1st, 2018 and uses the average cost method for pricing inventory. Management is contemplating a change in inventory methods for 2021. The following information is available for the years 2018 to 2020. So this is giving us net income under each one of these methods. And the first thing we're being asked to do is to prepare the journal entry necessary to record the change from the average cost method to the FIFO method in 2021. Okay, so as I'm looking at this over here, I'm doing this for 2021. So really what I need to go through and do is to compute if I'm doing average cost and I'm going over here to FIFO. So my net income for 2018, 2019, and 2020, this is 15,000, 18,000, and 20,000. And under FIFO, my net income would have been 19, 23, and 25 for a total over here of, so my net income is going to be going up over here by a total of 14,000. So if my net income is increasing, right, and these are for prior periods, because remember, we're doing this over here, where if we're doing this in 2021, this is to go through and adjust my inventory. So if my net income is higher, it means I was expensing through a fewer amount of inventory and therefore increasing my retained earnings. So I'm going to basically credit retained earnings over here for 14,000. I'm going to debit inventory. So this is part A. This is the journal entry that I would record a change from average cost method to FIFO. So determine the net income to be reported for 2018, 2019, and 2020 after giving effect to the change in accounting principle. So it's just this right here. So it's already giving me the net income. So for 2018, it's going to be 19, 23, and 25. That's all you would do. Okay, so the last one here is assume that Holderweb used LIFO instead of average cost during the years 2018 through 2020. What exactly would that then look like? So if we used a LIFO, this would be 12,000, 14,000, and 17,000. If I subtract this over here, what would then happen is I would then have over here for part C, I would have inventory of basically a debit of 24 and then retain earnings a credit of 24. So it's a relatively simple question, but always good to get more practice. This is not something I would go through and ask on an exam, but it just gives you a little bit of a better flavor. And just remember, I think really the purpose of this exercise here is if my net income is less, that means that I expensed or relatively means that the value where this difference is going, it's going to be going over to my inventory. So that was exercise 22-2. I want to thank you and also Wiley for being with us here today and allowing me to use their questions. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great day.